Hey, one funny morning. Welcome to One Funny Morning Show.
From Monday to Friday.
And sometimes on Saturday.
Why would you say that in front of all these people?
You never know what's gonna happen.
Carmen.
Cortez.
Good morning, everybody.
What's outside your weather drawer?
Good morning. Uppie, everybody.
Hi, I'm Barbara Noel from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. I'm just sitting in my kitchen wearing my bunny hug, waiting to listen to the most entertaining BIC I know. Take it away, Dina.
I love Barb, and you probably don't get the reference she's talking about, but in Saskatoon, they don't call sweatshirts. They call them bunny hugs. Did you ever hear that? Yeah. So, because it said, if you looked at her sweatshirt, it said in Saskatoon, it's called a bunny hug. I still don't really know that I understand, but it's adorable, and I love it. So it's fabulous. So good morning, everybody. I'm so sorry I'm late. I have been driving. Let's see. I tried to go to bed early, but I didn't. And I was too excited about today, debating if I should go to work. Don't do it, Michelle. And so then I was super excited about this morning, and somebody get the phone. This is so we're at Rosie's house somewhere in Maryland. Did you see Ricky Lake with all the gray hair? No, it's called Silver. Rosie is with me. She's right here. She's finishing her makeup. We're going to wait till it's done. I've seen it. We're going to wait. We're going to wait it out. Yeah. I don't have any makeup on because today is the day we have all been waiting for. It's face yoga day. And so I was running late this morning, so I was going to put my makeup on after anyway. So it worked out perfectly. Before I introduce you to our guest, aren't you cold? No, because I have been literally sweating the entire way down here. Trying to get here on time so we could do the show. I forgot how much we love Rosie's laugh. It's the best laugh. It's a good laugh. So on the way down, I was texting with Michelle. I was texting with Rosie. And I said, Rosie, could you make me some hot tea? And she was like, yeah, absolutely. So I got here and she, give me that jar, whatever that is over there, Steve. So she says, do you want some of my own concoction? And I go, what? Yeah, look at Michelle Mooney's face. What? And she goes, I made this myself. I go, is it rocks and berries from your yard? So she made this. I don't know. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Asian market.
So who makes their own tea? Michelle was talking about how she was making, her own crackers. Did you see that episode where Michelle was like, I got so busy today, I couldn't make my own crackers. So that became the joke. So Steve, whenever you're at work, be like, I can't handle this high-tech IT thing because I'm making crackers. Yep. It became a joke. And now apparently your wife is making tea. How long has this been going on? What's in it?
I just heard about it today.
You just heard about it? She just went to the yard last night and gathered up some bark in here.
Push the dog poop off.
Sonny said, I make my own tea. What are you guys doing?
It's oolong and little flower buds, tea buds.
From your yard?
From the Asian market.
From outside the Asian market?
From New York City.
Just from the street that you found in the dirt in New York
there's
City?
A person in an alleyway that
oh, it's really good. I'm not lying. All right, it's really good. I feel like this has gotten me in my zone. Everybody, I hope you're seated. If you're in your car on the way to New York to go to a party, pull over. I don't know what to tell you. It's all about how you make the right blend and you get all the good antioxidants and flavors. Look at us. I don't think I've ever casually worked oolong into a conversation. No one has, except for Rosie. I did not bring my own mug. This was brought to Rosie probably on my last trip. So this morning's topic would probably be stress and all the things that make our faces like that. Because everybody's face looks like that all the time. Are they doing another show over here? What kind? We're going to need you to go to another studio. Oh, Steve's like, apparently they're doing a show. Just so you know, Joyce did mention that this would be a great vase for lemonade. I don't know if you know that. You could fill that up, just a side note. So we are talking about, our guest today is Danielle Collins. And now I wanted to tell you that we have tried to get Danielle on this show a number of times because we are so excited because she is guaranteed will look 50 years younger. What? I'm going to look one by the time this is over. And I can't wait. She didn't say that. I said it. But I have a firm belief that I will look like baby skin. And so let me introduce her to you so we can get into it and just get our faces looking real good for today and for the weekend. So she is the world's leading face yoga expert. Danielle is the founder of the Danielle Collins Face Yoga Method and offers teacher training courses around the world. In creating the method, a completely natural, holistic way of having great skin, her vision was for all of us to fully embrace and love who we are inside and out, and have a toolbox of techniques to use every day so we are in control of our own faces and our own wellness. Now, I've never been in control of my own face, so I'm excited to do this. Danielle's method has been featured in hundreds of publications like Vogue, Harper's Bazaar, The Telegraph, The Daily Mail, lots of TV's appearances, and major campaigns for companies like Nintendo, Groupon, Clarins, Adidas, also collaborated with P&G, Unilever, Sweaty Betty, to name a few. In addition to her 2 books, which is Danielle Collins Face Yoga and the Face Yoga Journal, Danielle offers online courses as a skincare line, Fusion by Danielle Collins, which has won a Global Makeup Award in 2022. And she hosts a successful YouTube channel and podcast. So please help me welcome to the show, Danielle Collins. This is We're so excited to have you, and my face is so ready.
Oh, thank you so much for having me on. I'm so excited to be here. Like you say, we've had to reschedule so many times. So
Wow.
I'm so excited it's today. It feels like the perfect timing.
I love it. I love your accent. So everyone's automatically going to love you. I heard you and Michelle talking before the show, and apparently you live in England, but you live in specifically the area that Bridgerton was shot.
Yes, I do. I live in Bath in the UK. So it's about a couple of hours away from London. You can get to London in about 90 minutes. And the gorgeous streets that you see in Bridgerton and Lady Danbury's house and everything is literally exactly where I live. So it's very beautiful here. And we have the Christmas market on at the moment. So it's all very twinkly and Christmassy and very sort of quaint English countryside looking.
Have you ever tried to be like, I was going to say a backup dancer, but an extra like on Bridgerton? Have you ever?
No, I haven't, but there are a lot of fans that do it. And actually every year there's a Jane, because a lot of Jane Austen things are here as well, because Jane Austen lived here for a long period of time. So every year there's conventions, Jane Austen conventions. So Bath for a few days every year just gets covered in people dressed in the period costumes, walking around the streets of Bath. So you imagine as it was a few hundred years ago.
Wow, that's so. We have that in Philly, but they're dressed up as mummers and they get drunk and they pee in the street. But basically the same.
Different.
Basically the same. I think you can visualize. So I was just in Glastonbury at a writing conference, which a lot of people went to Bath, and I missed that trip. So I'll have to try to do it next year. We'll hang out next year. We'll dress up.
Yes, let's. Definitely. That'd be fun.
So I know that when we first mentioned face yoga, everybody was immediately intrigued because it's not, those 2 words don't usually go together. Like I've heard of yoga, I've heard of hot yoga, but like, tell me about like, when did face yoga start? Did you create it? I know you have a method, but like, tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, sure. Well, in many ways, I created it to what it is now, to what it is in the Western world, to bringing it, I guess, to the mainstream. But many aspects of face yoga have been done as part of traditional yoga for many thousands of years. So in India, even in China, actually, in traditional Chinese medicine, there's a lot of aspects of face yoga. So what I did around 18 years ago now is draw on many of the trainings that I took. So I'm a trained yoga teacher and relaxation therapist, meditation teacher, nutrition, many of those things. Drew on those trainings, did a lot of research into the face, so the facial muscles, the skin, the science behind it all, but also looked into a lot of these very traditional Eastern methods, and then created the Danielle Collins face yoga method, which is what I've been teaching for about 18 years now.
And I feel like whatever day you decided to do this, that's when your face stopped aging, because you look fabulous. You were like, today's the day.
Thank you.
You look amazing. So I'm excited. So so you teach classes, you wrote the book. Is face yoga for everybody? Like, is it I mean, like, I wouldn't do it. Like, my daughters aren't going to do it at 21, right? Or is there some other element other? Like, I want everybody, I'm sure, wants to do it to look younger. But like, how much of it is about, does it just relax everything? Like, tell me about it.
Well, absolutely. I mean, you can do it at 21, you can do it at 91, because what it is, it's working with strengthening and toning muscles in the face. And it's never too early or never too late to do that. We're doing facial massage. So we're working with boosting the circulation, lymphatic drainage. So again, you can do that at any age. We're working with acupressure points, so applying pressure to certain points in the face, which is very good for our health and well-being, but really good for the skin aesthetically as well. We're relaxing a lot of stress and tension in our face, and let's face it, anyone could do with that at any age. And also, we're really looking at ourselves holistically. So my method is about the facial exercises and the massage, but it's also about how can we look after ourselves from the inside out. So I'm always teaching things like breathing techniques, affirmations, how can we do things to just sleep better, reduce our stress, because all of this makes a massive difference to the way that our face is looking, but also feeling as well.
Yeah. And so, like, I have, like, at night, I definitely like clench my teeth. So I can feel all in here. But was there a reason why you decided to get into it? I know you said you've studied lots of different methods, but was there anything in particular that made you kind of move in this direction?
There was. So just over 20 years ago, I got a really chronic illness. I got something called very much housebound and bedridden, and doctors didn't really know what to do for me. They didn't have a sort of a magic cure for it in any way. And they said, you know, you may live with this for life, or you may just get over it in a few months. And I was so poorly that I thought, actually, I've got to get over this. And I used to be someone that was very stressed, and I definitely wasn't into anything sort of holistic or yogi or natural, anything like that. But someone recommended I try a bit of yoga. And because I was so poorly, I couldn't do very much. So I started just with breathing techniques and a little bit of gentle stretching, often in bed at the time. And that kickstarted my holistic healing journey. And I used lots of different techniques, and I managed to completely cure myself from this illness within about a year. And when I went through that, I thought, there must be other people either going through a similar illness or just want to use these really simple, really natural, and really effective techniques that I had used to boost my own wellness and health. So I then thought, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go forward and help other people. And that's when, of course, I did my trainings. And one of the first trainings I did was as a yoga teacher. And I remember thinking, how crazy is it as a yoga teacher? We learn everything from the neck downwards, but nothing about the 57 muscles in this area. And also, I did training in face massage, and it's lovely being able to give people treatments, but that was maybe like once a month. And actually, I wanted people to be able to do it on themselves every day, really quickly, really easily, in their bathroom, you know, in their bedroom. And this is how I started to bring then together my techniques. And I actually started teaching just little bits at the end of yoga classes. And that was really helpful, because that helped me to hone my techniques. I used to do before and after pictures with my clients, and people used to give me feedback. And it really helped put together the method that I've been teaching all these years now.
That's awesome. So I'm going to have you teach us a couple things. But Sunny just asked, does the book cover all that you did to regain your health? I'm struggling with chronic health issues and have been for years. I'm going to order your book either way. So I know there's two books, right? Does one of them kind of follow that journey that you kind of told us?
Yeah, both of them. So Danielle Collins Face Yoga and the Face Yoga Journal, both of them have over 50 key face yoga techniques in, different techniques in both books. So I always say, actually, if you're going to get one, get the other as well, because they complement each other really, really well. Both of them are packed full of really lovely wellness techniques as well. So I'm talking about affirmations in there, breathing techniques in there, skincare tips in there, some gentle yoga in there. And I also do talk about my journey as well. But everything within those books has very much a holistic approach and very good for healing. You know, I healed myself from a really chronic autoimmune disease. So actually, you know, it's a really good starting place if you want to start looking at how to heal yourself.
Yeah. And it's funny because I know that I'm the kind of person that my shoulders are always up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I find that, you know, like you're saying, like if I go get a massage, they'll massage everything from here. Sometimes they'll do your scalp, but they don't really do your face. And then I was like, well, maybe I'll go get a facial. And they're like, well, they're cleaning it. I'm like, are you going to push on anything? Because it's like, I'm like, who's the person? I guess I'm the person. So I have to do it myself. So, so let's start. So tell us, is there like a simple one that you think that is a good one for everybody to know? Like what's a good one?
Yeah, absolutely. So what I love doing is when I've just applied my skincare. So ideally you want to do it with clean hands, clean face, and apply something to your skin first. But, you know, just join in today, whatever you've got in your skin. And I really love just starting off with tapping. It's so simple, so effective. So if you only do one face yoga technique, then do this because it's going to help your skincare just go a little bit deeper into your skin. It's going to help to boost your blood circulation. It's going to help really reduce puffiness and bloating in the skin. It's going to brighten the skin. And you can do it for 10 seconds or even do it for a minute or two, you know, and you can go back down again. So that's just a really good sort of starting point for your face yoga. There's also lots of key techniques for different areas of the face. So is there a particular area of the face that you'd like to focus on?
Yes. So all of my stress would be right here in my cheeks.
Okay, in your cheek area. So we take 2 fingers and thumb and into the jaw. So we're going to just pinch over our jaw area. So this really releases a lot of that tension, over our cheek area. And then we can go up our jaw area. So sort of up your jawbone, releasing that tension. And then when you get up to the top, just go underneath your ear, just where you feel that natural indentation there, and just massage into that point. Now, it may feel a little bit tender if you are holding a lot of stress in your jaw. Some people don't feel anything with it, but other people find it really quite painful. So just work to your own level with it. But that is a great one to do, particularly before bed, if you do grind your teeth or you hold a lot of tension in your jaw. So the pinching action over your cheeks, pinching up your jawline. We always want to focus on going up unless we're doing lymphatic drainage. So it has a lifting effect as well. And then massaging into that area is lovely as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Tracy just said, does face yoga help with TMJ?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So exactly what I've just shown you then, try and get in the habit of doing that twice a day, because one of the main things you want to do with TMJ is release a lot of that stress and tension you're holding in that area. So never be afraid really to just sort of get into the muscles and massage them. As long as your hands are clean, it's only going to be beneficial touching your face. We often think we shouldn't touch our face, but actually
not to touch it.
Yeah.
Now, it's so funny. I don't know. Is there a spot right here? Because I know when it's really bad, like I'll just kind of push into that. Is there a pressure point there?
There is. There's an acupressure point there. You can almost sort of pull the cheeks in, and where you feel that indentation, there's an acupressure point there, and you can massage into that just using your index finger is very nice. The other thing you can do, which helps to release tension in that area, but also naturally lifts that area, is just get the 2 fingers sort of underneath the cheekbone and sort of flick upwards and outwards. So we're going along like this. It's also really just encouraging the blood flow to the top layer of skin. So it's going to help your skin to look really glowing too.
Yeah. So Nicole or Lori just said, how hard do you pinch? Because I tend to be heavy-handed.
Yeah, normally lighter than you think, actually, because most people tend to be quite heavy-handed. When you're going around the cheek and the jaw area, as long as you're going down to the muscle rather than just sort of yanking the skin outwards, think about going downwards, then you can go fairly deep into it. If you're working around your eye area, go really light touch, because you've got a really delicate skin under the eye area, and also the neck area be a little bit gentler with as well. Oh, that's right. You're doing one there.
Well, this is what I was going to say. I feel like most of us women, as we get older, are worried about this part. Is there something that could, because, you know, listen, a lot of people are doing stuff to their face. I know a lot of people are lifting up in here and they're lifting this, but are there things to get the
Yes.
muscles to lift it? Is that a thing that can
It
lift
is a thing, absolutely. So what you can do, as long as you've not got any neck injuries, you can bring your neck back, lips together, and you're going to bring the tip of the tongue up and down towards the roof of the mouth about a rate of 1 per second. So you feel it working here. So
Wait, you want like this and
yeah, lips together, tip of the tongue up and down towards the roof of the mouth. Keep the lips together there. You should feel it working under the chin. Yeah, you've got it. Feel a bit silly doing it, I must admit, but do it regularly. And that's the key to face yoga, keeping it up regularly. So you can do this one just 1 minute per day, every day, but that will help to tone up the muscles gradually each day.
All right. Somebody said my forehead is my tense area, which I think is for a lot of people, right? Those are the tension headaches.
Yes.
So what's a good one for that?
So taking all your fingers and just smoothing across your forehead, it helps to relax tension in the big muscle at the front of the forehead. It's called your frontalis muscle. It helps to soften any lines and wrinkles here, because a big reason we get lines on the forehead is overuse of that area, so overexpressing in that area and holding a lot of tension. So this naturally relaxes our forehead area. It's also, again, just brightening the skin. And we're stimulating lots of lovely acupressure points, which help to reduce stress and reduce headaches. You can go between the eyebrows as well, stroking upwards. Again, you're stimulating an acupressure point used a lot in yoga and traditional Chinese medicine to help reduce stress and to help you sleep better, as well as relaxing tension here. So we're less likely to get those deep sort of number 11 lines in that area.
I just have to say, I feel like half of your success has to be your accent, because you can say massage and I'm just like, I'm in. I want to do massage, because I've always been doing massage and it's not helpful, but massage, just your accent is fabulous. I have lots of lines on my forehead when I'm stressed, said Amber. All right. She said, my jowls are starting to sag. What do I do? Is that the same as this?
Yeah, absolutely. So what we've just done is really good for toning up this area, but the pinching we did is also really good. If you want to work a bit deeper into the sort of jaw area, you can do one, and this one does feel a bit funny doing it, but it works again. So you go like this. You tone up that area. You put your index finger here and you scoop your jaw backwards. So you go. And you probably feel that straight away, working those muscles in the lower face. And you do that 3 times. Right, yeah, exactly. So, and it's exercising and toning these muscles here, which is very good for reducing jowls. I know that one feels a bit funny.
Oh, that's so funny. All right. So Tanya has a very important question. How do I get my face to be quiet when people say dumb things to me?
Oh,
is there a exercise for that? It just stops RBF.
Yes, breathing. Take a deep breath. No, seriously, on that one, actually, you know, I know it's sort of partly a funny question, but generally, if we can take a bit of time for ourselves each day, we can breathe deeply and we can just relax that tension in the face. We're going to feel better and we're going to be able to deal with other people's nonsense that we don't want to deal with much better when we're calmer and more relaxed.
And if they're really getting on your nerves, Tanya, just do some exercises.
Yeah, just do that one. Yeah.
But don't explain anything. Just do it.
They'll very quickly go when you do that.
All right. Somebody said, do you have anything that works for eyelid twitching? I don't even know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I've had an eyelid been twitching for 6 months.
Why does it do it?
Stress.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Absolutely stress. So again, the deep breathing, you know, and I talk about this a lot. There has been hundreds of studies to talk about if we breathe deeply through the nose for about a count of 4, and then we breathe out through the nose for about a count of 6, how that helps to calm our central nervous system. It takes us out of that fight or flight response, which we all live in far too much, takes us into that rest and digest response. So the breath would be number 1. Secondly, you can use 2 fingers and thumb again, and you can pinch gently across your eyebrow area, just physically releasing some of that tension in that area. You can also do some gentle tapping around your eye area. That works really nicely for just, again, releasing some of that stress and tension. But whilst you're doing it, focus on your breath. Normally, if our eyes are very tired or if we're stressed or anxious, it's really, really common to get that sort of twitching.
Really?
Hmm.
Tracy said she's at physical therapy now doing all these exercises, which I love.
Great.
I love
Great.
that she was like on a gym working out. She's like, and everybody's like,
Love
what are
that.
you watching? And be like, it's not your business. It's a prep. Somebody said, is there something that could to get rid of the swelling under eyes?
Mhm. Yeah.
Well, I know my mom or my sister might have like dark, which probably
Mhm.
there's not, but the puffiness.
Yeah, the puffiness. So what we want to do with that is we want to work with our lymphatic drainage. So we want to start to move some of that stagnant fluid and toxins that we can sort of accumulate under that area. So it's nice to use a bit of a gentler finger. So ring finger with this one. You come under your eyebrows and then under your eyes. So simple as that, circling round. But you want the touch to be so gentle, almost to the point where you feel like it's almost not doing enough. And that's the reason for this is your lymphatic system is just under your skin surface. So in order to get that lymph moving, you don't want to go as deep down as your muscles for this one. So really, really light touch. And you do that every day for around a minute per day. And use a mirror to check you aren't dragging the skin with that one.
Yeah, it's funny to me because I think I'm so used to massage
Yeah.
where I'm like, just punch me in the back, right? Because
Yeah.
my back is just so stressed and my shoulder. So, you know, when you say to do something that's just so simple, it seems counterintuitive to me to do it. But it's interesting how you're talking about like the different levels. And like you're saying, in general, we're all told A, not to touch our faces.
Yeah.
But B, not to be pulling. So it makes sense to just be so light. Now, I was talking earlier and said that I feel like I'm hearing a lot more women talking about hooded eyelids.
Mhm.
Is there anything for that? I mean, again, I feel like the only conversation I ever hear is people having it surgically lifted. But for most of us, that's not an option. So are there things for that?
Yeah, absolutely. So you can bring your 2 index fingers just under your eyebrows. You do a very slight lift up, not too high. You close your eyes really slowly against the resistance of your fingers, and you should feel like a little shake or a little pulse in that area. And you hold there for about 10 seconds, really feeling that little shake, and you release. And then you can do that twice more, and that helps to lift those muscles. You felt that working?
I did as soon as you said it. So you
Good.
put your fingers here. Do you lift a little? Is that it?
Just a little, and then you close your eyes against that resistance until you feel that shake.
Yeah, and it like flutters a little.
Mhm. Exactly. That's your muscles contracting and relaxing. So that's how they're going to build in strength and tone.
That's so crazy because you don't really think about these as muscles, but they obviously are because that's how we open and close them.
Yeah.
But nobody ever says that.
No. And you've got to remember, you know, in this area, the head and the neck and the face, you have 57 muscles.
I had no idea until you said that at the beginning.
Yeah.
Amazing. But yeah, nobody ever talks about it. Now, somebody says, what about using gua sha? What is that? Never heard of that.
It's like a little flat tool. They're usually made out of some sort of crystal like jade or rose quartz. And it's traditionally used in traditional Chinese medicine, but it's used a lot now in the West. It's become quite popular recently. Yes, so there are the rollers, which are similar, but the gua sha is more sort of like, people often call it a dolphin shape. So it's like a flat crystal, flat, smooth crystal, sort of that goes like that. And you can just gently rub it across your skin. Same with the rollers as well. I really like both. I really like the rollers and I like the gua sha. I think they complement face yoga really well. And also they sometimes add a bit of variety. You know, sometimes people think, oh, actually, if I've got that by the side of my bathroom cabinet or by the side of my bed, I'm actually going to remind myself to use it. So absolutely, yes.
And I've heard, because I have a roller, I've heard that you're supposed to put it in the fridge and then just do it in the morning again for that same area because it's cool.
Exactly.
That's amazing. So I know you told us about your story, your personal journey, but the people that you've worked with, do they have stories? Like what are the stories of the people that are coming to see you and buying the books and taking the classes?
Well, I've been very lucky over the years because I've heard, you know, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of amazing, amazing stories. And it's interesting because I think most people come to face yoga for the aesthetic benefit. So most people are coming because they want to reduce their lines and wrinkles or they want to uplift their face. And Yes, it does that. I've had amazing before and after pictures from countless people, which is great to see. So smoother skin, more lifted skin at all ages as well. But the interesting thing that I hear, and this is what I know about, and this is what I'm passionate about anyway, but I love hearing this from other people, is how it's helping them on a deeper level. So whether it be to do with their face, you know, they're releasing tightness and tension in their jaw, it's helping them with headaches, it's helping them with sinus issues, it's helping them release a lot of stress they're holding in their face, or even deeper than that, you know, it's helping them to sleep better, it's helping them to feel calmer through the day, it's motivating them to look after their health in other aspects as well. So it's really that starting point. And I normally see people come to it from either two sort of camps. Either they start with face yoga, they're doing it regularly, and then that motivates them then to go, okay, I might do some yoga for my body, or I might do some meditation, or they're coming from like a yoga or fitness or a beauty background already, and face yoga just as a natural addition to that.
It's so exciting. So it says you have some freebies for us, a neck lifting guide and a face yoga quiz. Tell me about that.
Both of those things. So we have a neck lifting guide, which gives you key techniques to help naturally lift your neck. So exercises, as well as some really nice tips and techniques that you can use throughout the rest of your day. Also, if you go on my website, you can take the quiz to find out what the best type of face yoga for you is. So there's 4 different types of face yoga, so you can find out which one you are, and then I give you some resources.
Why are there 4 different ones? Like, what would the categories be? Like, you got turkey neck or no turkey neck? Like, what?
No, it's more about your sort of personality type. So yeah, exactly. So it's like, are you someone that perhaps likes fitness, so therefore you're going to like the more sort of stronger facial exercises, or are you someone that actually loves your skincare products, so therefore you're going to like some of the more gentle massage techniques you can use with your skincare? So it's more like that, how it's going to fit into who you are as a person and your lifestyle.
So it's not like if you have an attitude problem and you live in New Jersey, then this would be the one that I can work on that if you wanted to do that. So, all right. So Danielle mentioned her website. It is faceyogaexpert.com. I know Michelle is putting the links into our comments. So make sure you check it out. So are there any other things that we might have missed that you're like, this would be something that you should do, or do I feel like?
Well, you can check out my YouTube channel. So I have over 1,000 videos on there on all aspects of face yoga. So loads of free videos. So any particular area of the face or any length of class you want to do. So that's really nice. And also I have a podcast, the Face Yoga Expert podcast. So that's a great place to learn more about face yoga, but all aspects of holistic beauty and fitness and yoga.
That's awesome. And it's so funny because just even doing the exercises that we did, it's very funny. I just feel very aware of my muscles now. Isn't that weird?
No, that's wonderful. I always say awareness is the first step. You know, so once we start to have that awareness, oh, yes.
Step 1. I'm at step 1. I don't know that I'll get past step 1, but I'm going to try it. And so how often do you do this? Like on your regular regime, are you doing morning and night? How long are you doing it for?
I'm doing evening. My mornings are always crazy busy. I've got a 7-year-old and 11-year-old, so trying to get them out to school. I don't really have a morning routine because of that. So for me, it's in the evening. Once I've washed my face, applied my skincare, that's when I'm going to do my face yoga. So I do it every day.
Of course you do, gorgeous. Look at you. Your neck's up here. It's all the way in the back. It's beautiful. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Danielle. This has been so lovely. And I definitely want to come see you in Bath. I have some friends over in Glastonbury and Bruges. Now, have you ever been to Bruges? Because it's my favorite place.
No, where is Bruges?
Oh, girl, we're going to have to meet in Bruges. Bruges is in Belgium. And I met 2 fabulous boys when I was on a Mediterranean cruise. They might be watching. But that's my thing. I go to Glastonbury and then I go to Bruges. I'm going to say it's my thing. I only did it once, but I'm going to do it again.
Love that.
So you'll have to join me sometime. So she said, you don't have to answer. She says, "May I ask how old Danielle is?" You don't have to.
Yes, of course. I'm almost 42. And I haven't, and people always ask me, have I had Botox, fillers, any injectables? No, I've never had anything like that.
All face yoga.
All face yoga.
I love it. Now I have to, so I'm 51. I'm about 10 years older than you. And I just started like loving the benefits. And I know it's silly, is I buy Olay as my moisturizer. And I never used moisturizer when I was younger, of course, because everyone's gorgeous. But as you get older, I'm definitely finding like it really kind of helps just my skin feel healthy and probably really good, like you're saying, to put that on and then do your exercises and all.
Yeah, exactly that. And that's the best time to do it. Just apply a bit of your moisturizer or your serum, whatever you use, and start with a minute or two every day. And then you can go from there and build it up into a more regular routine.
I love it. Now, Samantha said, are you on TikTok? Those are always short videos. Okay.
Face yoga expert. So face yoga expert on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. Come across and see me on any of those platforms.
Great. Well, thank you so much, Danielle. It's been such a pleasure. I'm so glad we finally got you here. I'm sure we'll bring you on again. Well, another stressful time. It's good for the holidays because everyone's like, oh, everyone's coming. So this will be perfect.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. I'll let you go. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
In Bruges or Bath sometime. Look at all of our friends are so international. I just started doing vitamin C serum in the mornings. It's helped tremendously with my skin. You need to have the Beauty Junkie Monkey on. She does skincare for all skin types, likes to focus on mature skin. I've seen good results. Oh, that sounds lovely. I know. She was so great, right? Oh, I feel great. I don't know. Everybody's like, Dina, you look great. Put makeup on now and before you go in public. So I hear you. You're on my son's TV. Thank you, Spring. Well, that was exciting. Yeah. I really like her. Don't you? Michelle does such a good job of finding all of our guests. And then when she finds them, I'm like, I wish they were my best friend. Right? You just hang out with Danielle. Because like if you were really good friends with her, I feel like one day she'd be like, girl, dude, take care of this. Yeah. My eye area feels, gosh, this one was probably the most dramatic. Michelle, I'm going to bring you on because I saw you doing it. What? Yeah. Get ready. Yeah. Fix yourself. Look, Michelle.
Fix myself.
Did you do this one?
Yep.
I didn't even know we had muscles. I mean, I guess I knew.
This one is my favorite.
That one's good.
I just want to do this all day.
Like they just say, just wash it away. Just wash it away. I know. I really feel face yoga is going to help with my TMJ, teeth grinding, and occipital neuralgia.
I'm just going to do it.
Words I said were pronounced right, but not all of it. Victoria, I'm telling you, this one back here, so painful. Anybody? Do you have TMJ, Michelle? I have it.
No.
Oh, it's awful.
Mm-mm.
It's awful. And then this one too, right here. There's like a big muscle here, and mine, I just want to punch it in the face.
Here is like.
She didn't do that one. That's one you added.
I know that if she had time, there's something for this one too.
I know. But isn't it funny? Like I was finding that every time I would go to get a massage, they'll do a little bit here, but we should have asked her about sinuses. That's a good one.
It helps with your sinuses. That's she was saying it that some people with a drainage, and I read up on this because I told her that I had been doing another like an app.
Oh yeah.
Intermittently for like a year or so, and it's been proven that will help because I've had a polyp removed in my sinuses. So
I remember I saw it and I thought it was hideous. You would never know. I'd be like, why?
I hope nobody saw it because it was half the size of an egg.
What? In your face?
I know. Who would think? Terrible.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just genuinely amazed at the things my body does now. I'm like, what am I carrying? What?
So I put all of the links. If you're looking for her books, she's got the journal and the face yoga expert. I think she's called the face yoga expert. She's got the YouTube channel. She's got the podcast, but I'm like so addicted. Like I'm in whatever she's selling, I'm buying, and whatever.
You know how high her neck was, Michelle? It was in the back of her head.
She just has a glow.
She does.
Glow.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you go do some more yoga so you glow tomorrow.
Okay. Tell people who's coming up next week.
Oh, yeah. Hold on. So next week, Shannon Carpenter, author of The Ultimate Stay-at-Home Dad. Shouldn't this be written by a man? I don't get it.
He is a man.
Shannon's a man?
Yes.
Did not know that.
That's why I'm here.
You're like, wait, what? I'm like, go get your wife out here to talk about the ultimate. Really? Oh, I can't wait. We have a couple stay at home.
He's very funny. He's a humorist. He's a writer. He's hilarious. So just to give a little quick backstory, he was scheduled for the week that you were in Glastonbury. I haven't told you this. And I told Dina, because I love her, and I said, I don't know, I'm a little worried about you having some connection. No, we're going to be fine. And then she's with a cat one day, and it's like, I'm like, let's push this week's guest.
Yeah.
We did. And I explained to Shannon that you were at a retreat in Glastonbury. He's like, oh, when I'm in my retreat in France, when I'm in my mansion in France, I often have some Wi-Fi issues. Like, he's hilarious. So you're going to love him. He's very, very funny.
I like him.
Yeah.
All right. I hope nobody's using this video as a tutorial, because this is not how you're supposed to do makeup. This is the Rosie's been very.
Do we want that? Do we want to make up?
We have to leave
the holidays. Do we want to do that for the holidays?
What?
Who wants to do like a fancy makeup tutorial for the holidays? If people want to get their kind of glam on.
Are you going to be teaching that? Because I won't be.
No, I will find somebody.
Sit down and say hi to everybody. All right, Michelle, you're out. Rosie's in. Goodbye.
Okay, bye.
Love you. Bye. Oh! All right. Yeah. I was going to scooch. So tell everybody this is your big day today. So how you feeling?
Okay. I don't know what to say when I'm in there, because retirement speeches can go on for.
Now, is this just you
a very long
retiring,
time.
or is it a couple people retiring?
No, it's just me. It's just me. And I thought, and I cry. I cry at like the slightest bit of emotion, and I'm just going to start crying.
Okay.
So
I'll bring this and I'll
yeah.
just do this. Don't cry, Rosie.
So I thought,
tell me,
maybe
instead you're gonna sing it.
No.
Okay.
I think they might sing to me.
Go. Okay.
Which is nice. But no, I was thinking of, instead of me like saying all the memories and stuff I have with each people, maybe I just ask them, can everybody, like whoever wants to, one at a time, stand up and say some memory they have about us together.
Wait a second.
Then it puts it on them and they get interactive.
Okay.
And then I don't have to cry.
You're gonna cry either way.
I don't have to talk while I'm crying.
All right, listen. I don't want to brag, and this is going to sound weird. I've done a lot of eulogies. It's not. Woo-hoo! Who's jealous? No, that's weird. But here's what I say. I think that you got to do whatever you're comfortable with, number one.
Yeah.
But I don't think that you crying should be a reason why you don't speak.
No, but I want to get those memories out. And if I can't get them out myself, and I would like to hear what other people remember about me.
So
I'll say some things about my memories of other people.
Okay.
But what I really want is I want to hear.
You want to be roasted.
I want to hear about my impact on them.
I don't think you tell anybody this, because they're not going to be ready. They'll be like, I have a lot to say, but I didn't write it down.
No.
I don't know, Rosie. I feel like you're leaving a lot to an audience that has no idea that we're speaking today.
It's okay.
Well, do you have anything planned?
I do. I mean, I wrote out like each person that's coming, like from a distance, and a little something about them, like even just short, and just some memories, and thank yous. But so I've also been in the audience while other people are retiring, and sometimes it's like 5 minutes and they're done, and you're out, and everybody's like, "Woohoo, we're out!" Or you might talk for an hour and everybody's like, oh, I can't wait for this to be
don't
over.
do that. There's a middle. Well, how much time do you think you've prepped your speech for?
I don't know. It's not I don't want to have a speech. I just want to talk.
Okay. I like that.
I'm going to wing it.
You're going to be great. So tell everybody, so how many years did you serve?
Well, active duty, just under 22 years. If you include my delayed entry where I was inactive before, right after 9/11 up to when I shipped off to, Roomba.
Does everybody's Roomba go off during this show? Mine's at 9:15. Rosie's is at 10. It's so funny.
There was 4 months of in active service before I went to basic training. So that makes it an even 22. So I keep saying 22, but
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. And how are you feeling? Are you feeling sad, excited for the next chapter?
Excited, for the nervous.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still waiting on the VA to actually do my retirement physicals, so I know what my disability rating will be. They still
Okay.
haven't done it, and tomorrow I'm no longer active duty. So
Wow.
so I was like, everyone else I talked to that retired, my friends that retired recently, like the VA was like right on it, and they had their physicals. Maybe because my list is so long.
Or maybe they don't want you to retire. They want you to stay forever.
Yeah.
They were like, if we just never tell her, she can't leave because we love her so much.
The army keeps rolling along.
Oh my goodness. So so tell everybody about the Army Field Band, because it's a great organization and people can still see it around the country, and they're free programs and they're
They
wonderful.
are free.
Got
It is one of the best musical organizations I think I've ever come across. Top-notch musicians. It's not like you join the army and, well, except unless you're me. It's not like you join the army and say, hey, I played trumpet back in high school. Maybe I can be in the Army Field Band. It's not quite like that. I just graduated with my doctorate in music, concentration in trumpet. This audition is open. This vacancy is open. I can make a full salary with full benefits, support my family, travel the world, or somewhat the world, mostly the country, and perform for the public and connect them to the Army. I'm going to audition against all the other top-notch musicians of the country and hopefully win that spot. So they're just fantastic musicians, and just the programs connecting America with the Army. Because like most people don't get to, on a daily basis, see a soldier, talk to a soldier, know their experiences. And this is a way to not only just bring soldiers to the public, but also connect in a way that everybody can connect, which is through music. If you can't sing a lick, you still, when somebody else is singing, you can feel the emotion and understand the
so beautiful.
the meaning. So.
And all the programs are free, and there's probably programs just in your neighborhood. I know there are times where Rosie would come back to Jersey and I would go to those shows. Other times I would be on the road, and then Rosie happened to be on the road in the same city. I forget where that was.
New York City.
Was it New York?
Did that,
I think maybe down south too.
It was back when you did that show.
Maybe Atlanta.
The one show in New York City, and I came, brought some friends.
Yeah.
Maybe
So are both men and women called soldiers?
Yes.
Yes.
And we often have to wear the same clothes, even though they're designed for men. Don't quite fit a woman's body.
And that is said like that.
No, that's how I feel about that.
We'll leave that there. Congratulations on your retirement. I've been with my employer for 25 years, March, and I'm receiving Years of Service Award today. I can't believe how fast those years went by. Yeah, so for all of you doing good work at your companies, but especially for our servicemen and women, it's a big day. Do you have pictures of when you enlisted? Like,
I do somewhere. I can look them up.
We have to pull those out.
skinny.
We have to pull those out so we can show that picture and then today's picture. Be like, she did
I
it.
did it.
That's exciting.
One of my battle buddies from basic training is going to be there.
Oh,
so
really?
That'll be really nice.
Wow. We're so old. All right. So listen, everybody, I know it was a little late today, so thank you for being so understanding. And we'll be back at home tomorrow, probably in a dirty parking lot. But we'll be there and getting ready for our trip this weekend. So thanks to sexy producer Michelle for our great guest today. Check out Danielle Collins' books and YouTube and her website as well if you would like to learn more about any of that. And that's it. And like Judy from Saskatoon says, do something nice for yourself today or others. And have a great day and a blessed day. Look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hey guys, if you enjoyed today's morning show, make sure to follow us for more One Funny Mother content.
Okay, all right. Morse code is tapping.
And check out OneFunnyMotherStore.com for great new inappropriate swag. And for more exclusive content, consider becoming a supporter.
She got a bad leg.
Thanks again, and we'll see you tomorrow on One Funny Morning.